I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Actually, that's like
Oh.
now that I said that, it brings me back to, well, I do moderation on the Ace Attorney Discord, and sometimes we tell people off for saying something inappropriate, and their first reaction is like, "Oh, I won't talk about anything related to that ever because it's bad, I guess." And that's like totally the less appropriate response to that. They just show that they don't learn anything from that interaction.
Absolutely. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two
Our brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs.
So Trusty has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. A very wholesome relationship.
Mr. Wright. Tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding.
Boy, will you.
Boy, will I. I will not see her live her life without knowing.
Cardinal Sinful, you can disagree, but you're wrong. I'm sorry. It's the text. It's not subtext. It's text.
Yeah, like again, if you look at that ending and like come away with it from with anything other than it's pro-fash, like you just didn't read the ending. Like,
yeah.
Even people who are in severe denial all the way up until the end,
even
read
one
the
of the
ending.
shittiest people that we know of,
yeah,
was like, oh, okay, it's pro-fash.
Who's one of the shittiest people?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that drama on stream. But
is it one of those anime YouTubers that I won't talk about?
We're not gonna.
We're literally not getting into it, Cookie.
Yeah, okay. It's someone that I know through someone else, and I've told Luka how crappy this person was.
The author is literally a war crime apologist.
Yeah, he denies Japanese war crimes.
Yeah. He's super fash.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not gonna get into who this crappy person is just because it would. I was told this information in confidence, so I'm not gonna betray that.
Secrets.
But
no, we're not talking to you.
No, it's okay.
Secrets.
Yeah, no, the author 100% denies Japanese war crimes against South Koreans specifically, which is monstrous when you think about how many things they did to that. But yeah, no, if you haven't read the ending, just check it out because
it's fash as fuck.
Yeah, no, the only thing I can say without getting into spoilers, characters are grateful for a genocide. Like, they treat it like it's a good thing.
Yep. That's the text. That is literally the text.
But I can't possibly defend that.
Nope.
At all.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
That's indefensible.
Also, I mean,
it's rough.
Attack on Titan had always been weird with Jewish identity in general.
It constantly flirted with fascism the entire way through. A lot of the characters, one of the main general characters or admirals, I can't remember what his title was, is literally named after an infamous Japanese general who committed war crimes. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Attack on Titan fucking sucks.
Can't get more blatant than that.
Nope. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right.
I am in your debt once again.
No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up.
Those bracelets are made of a special alloy.
Unobtainium.
Unobtainium. They're made of Burgundian cocoon metal. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth.
So they're temperature sensitive or something?
Yes.
This is stupid. You don't have to explain this. It's magic.
It's really silly. Yeah, it's like they're afraid that people won't take it seriously if they don't give it an explanation.
No, it's magic. Maya literally summoned spirits.
This is how they can shrink to the exact size of the wearer's wrist.
And this has something to do with the power?
What have I told you? Have you been paying attention?
No.
Gosh, you're such an idiot. I hate you.
Fuck you.
The Gramarye power reacts to tension in others. When a Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense.
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
It's extreme empathy, basically.
This is dumb.
And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. Muscles. I said that weird. You can just tell English is not my first language, huh?
It's fine.
Okay. So minute, they cannot sense it on their own.
They're muscles. Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for.
With a bracelet on, one can sense these contractions. Because the bracelet is always a perfect fit.
Did Kojima ghostwrite this? I think he did. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on the wrist.
Precisely.
But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading.
I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight.
Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough.
So, everyone that has to use glasses is fucked.
Yeah, I guess so.
I hate a lot of people, right, in case you didn't know. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision?
Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus.
You know what this is right here?
What?
This is some Professor Layton ass storytelling. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with that, and I'm not a fan.
Like, yeah. Professor Layton is like... I love the actual games. I like the characters. I despise the stories because they're what I call killjoy stories, in that they would prefer everything make quote-unquote scientific sense than just let you have a fun fantasy time.
Like this, this seems really out of place in a game where literally Maya would like become possessed with spirits.
Yeah, like it totally reminds me of twists at the end of Layton games, like, oh, the entire town was robots, or
the entire town was high.
Yeah, there wasn't actually a vampire castle. There was gas leaking from a mine that caused everyone to have the exact same collective hallucination that there was a giant castle with a vampire living in it. Like,
we exorcised the spirit at the end of Trials and Tribulations.
Yeah. Like, I just don't understand why they think this stuff is more plausible than just suspending in disbelief for a bit of magical realism.
Yeah, like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, that's the exact reason why I can't stand Layton versus Wright, is because the game's characters and story are pretty good, and then you get to the end and it does oh, actually here's the scientific explanation for everything, and it's the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen. Like, it is so unbelievably bad that it just, like, it retroactively destroyed my enjoyment of the story. And I'm not someone who subscribes to the idea that, you know, you can retroactively ruin something. I don't think that if a good show gets a bad season, that doesn't make the previous seasons worse. No. But this twist is so stupefyingly bad that it makes you look back and appreciate everything else less.
Yeah, even in comparison to all the other ridiculous endings in Layton, the versus game ending is really out there.
It's
really extremely out there.
It is insufferably annoying. I just really want to. I just really want to. I just really wish I didn't see it. I wish I just stopped playing the game right before the last chapter.
You know what? The ending of the versus game has the same logic as Serenade, basically.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, every single thing they try to explain just raises 10 more questions, and it's like
no.
It's really bad. Like, the way that they explain the magic system in particular, because it's like the premise of the Layton versus Wright game is they get transported to like a storybook world where witches exist and magic is real. But at the end, they try to science all that away, and the way they explain the magic system in particular makes my blood boil with how bad it is.
The entire time you've been describing this, I've just had the biggest, goofiest grin on my face because I kind of want to play it now.
I mean, it's only on 3DS, so it will be very difficult to find a way to stream it. That's true.
It would be very hard. It would be very difficult to stream it.
If you can stream it, I will come along for the ride just so that I can be suffering.
It sounds like it would be a very fun game to stream.
Mina's going to go on another rant playing the game.
Yeah, no, I will. I'm like... it's the lowest tier Ace Attorney game for me. Like I think it's below this game and below the first Investigations game, which I also think are lower rung games.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because that ending ruins it for me. Like, it just makes everything...
Is Dual Destinies at the bottom?
Not in my opinion. Dual Destinies is weird because it's got one really bad case, one boring case, one really derivative case, and then 3 really good cases, in my opinion.
You know how I can tell when we're getting close to wrapping up a stream?
Yeah.
When we stop progress completely and chat shit for half an hour.
Yeah, I mean we still got the entire trial to go, but it's a very short trial.
Yeah, but the trial is pretty short. We should still be good.
Might as well hammer it out tonight.
But like we don't have to though anymore.
But we might as well. I mean, if we don't, we're only gonna spend an hour on a Wednesday.
Okay. Fine.
Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face and the meaning that lies behind it. Twitch.tv.
Oh.
Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it.
So basically what you're saying is the Grammys can see really well?
For them, seeing is more than believing, it is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus.
Things are starting to come into focus for me, too.
Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus?
Or something.
Precisely.
But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets.
You're talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of things Grammary.
Thank you, Mr. Zach. You suck.
I know. I'm a big jerk. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power.
I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game?
I've said so much. Let me just say one more thing. I hate you so much. I want to kill you.
Why?
Give me $200.
No, shut up, Dr. Phil. Get out of here.
What if eventually when I go back in time and just voice Dr. Phil the entire time?
Oh damn it! Maybe I should do that. I'll go back in time and tell you to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
I will tell you of that night.
That night?
The night my mentor Magnifique Grammary passed from his world.
Hey
from
man,
this world to the
I gotta
next.
say, you probably should have told me about this like 7 fucking years ago. What is wrong with you? I hate you. Oh!
I am a huge jerk.
Zach Grammary is the worst.
Zach Grammary is a jerk. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters.
Yeah, I know this.
This was Magnifique's test.
A test?
Yeah, and I didn't study for it.
Shit.
In his last years, Magnifique Grammary worked us to the bone. No, to the pain.
What is that? That doesn't mean anything!
It's a reference to The Princess Bride.
Oh, I see.
Customary Princess Bride reference of the case.
When the character gets kidnapped in that, their slave master is told, I'm not going to work you to the bone, I'm going to work you to the pan, because when you work to the bone, you can still stand, you still can wake up tomorrow and feel like you're okay, but when you get worked to the pain is all you know, pain is all there ever is.
Alright.
That night, I could not shoot him, so I shot the clown's forehead instead. I committed clown murder.
Shit, they're not people, so it's fine.
This, it seems, was the correct answer, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mina, do you want to voice Magnifique?
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Take this, I give my art to you, Zach.
The one line he has in the game.
What?
Various thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zach. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand.
How could I shoot you? You're my mentor.
I thought you might see that.
If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then?
Then, of course, I would have given Valen his chance.
And if I had shot you in the forehead instead?
Then it would be over. If your Valen were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think?
Magnifi's a huge favoritist douchebag. He's like, I'm gonna give you both the same test, but I'm gonna give you one a huge advantage.
Yeah, no shit.
Which... Zach is the one with the advantage, right? Or is it Valent?
Yeah, if Zach passes, Valen doesn't even have a chance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like, it's unequal because it's a pretty obvious test that Zach passed. And when he did pass, it just completely eliminated any chance of Valent getting a shot at it.
Yeah. It's so rude.
Yet understanding, too, gives me no cause for regret. Thank you, Zach. And I am sorry. I have done much that is wrong in my day.
He has.
Yeah, you sure did a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah, you suck. It seems to me that
And I also
Magnifi
suck.
wanted you to be his successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Oh.
Perhaps. But it is not something we will ever know for sure now, because he's dead.
He is dead now.
I wonder, what is Valent up to these days?
Waiting for you to die.
Okay.
Wow! If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him.
And now here I am, and his dream is ended.
It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know.
What? You don't mean to tell me they put the blame for our mentor's death on him?
The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zach. There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off.
That's madness! Well... It seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform.
Pardon me?
I'm going to erect a giant statue of a dick and show it to Valent.
Oh no.
Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated?
Hey, what about your daughter?
I don't care. Even though I'm dead.
That night, Zach Granmary was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years past, I, Zach Granmary, murdered my mentor, Magnifi Granmary. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime. Why? But he didn't... His confession.
He didn't do it, but he's confessing to it. Just so Valent can be like taking off the public opinion.
But
stuff like that.
But Valent probably did it.
I mean, we don't know yet. We still haven't made sure that he didn't do it.
I'm pretty confident that he did it. Of course, he'd killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Granmary.
Alright, that's all of Zach Granmary in this game. We're done with him. We are all done with him. Goodbye, Chad. For the last time.
So we probably can't crack Kristoff yet.
Yeah, go to Sunshine.
God damn it.
Well, this is a blast from the distant past.
Long time no see, Mr. Valiant.
Damn it, it's the wizard
7
again.
years has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you.
I've spoken to the press. I have nothing more to say.
I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. But then I realized I needed to hear it from you. Oh.
I've walked a difficult road these past 7 years.
Because you couldn't perform Magnifique's repertoire.
What an unoriginal bastard, eh?
Yeah, he can't come up with anything on his own.
Yeah, he suffered, he languished in obscurity for 7 years because nothing he could come up with on his own would even come close to scratching what Magnifique came up with.
So he's just the worst magician then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do not be deceived.
Max Galactica is better than this dude.
Balance skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs.
Don't you?
No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way.
Zach Gramarye. What?
His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought.
Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. Yet, that was not the way of it in the end. For while he vanished, the suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of a press said.
I had no idea. I didn't pay attention at all because I don't give a shit.
Yes, that very same press comes from me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here I must stand, smiling at them all. What am I, but a player in some fiendish farce?
Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnifique's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. Of course. Oh, only 2? Huh. That's less than I would have expected. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later.
The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight.
That sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago. Bam, bitch! Let's do it!
Crack them open like an egg.
I got everything now. Well, not everything. There's no Kristoff left, but...
House go too well, you'll get nothing from me.
I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened.
For 7 long years I've endured. Now, finally, the curtain lifts upon my new golden age. All the miracles of our troop within my grasp.
Sorry to do this, Valiant, but right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valiant, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. The envelope. Yes, we'll show this guy vital evidence. That has never proven to go wrong.
And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramarye seal.
I should have brought this to your attention sooner. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast.
What is this?
A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnifique's miracles.
What? Zach Gramarye? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter?
Trucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Did he officially adopt her?
Yeah, that's why her last name was officially right.
Phoenix.
Preposterous, Zach. Zach is gone, vanished into the void.
This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this.
Wow.
He didn't even do an Alka-Og.
Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead?
You're not the only one with that problem.
Oh, he shot Magnifique. Yes, it was Zach, it was. And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness.
Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zach Gramarye shot Magnifique? Was that why you testified?
Yes, my way out. should have been my way out.
Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valent. All you need is a way to prove your case. The confession? I don't like this, though, because I don't think he did it.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Ugh. I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zach Gramery wrote one more thing before passing on.
But this is a confession.
In which he admits to the killing of Magnifique Gramery. See? All according to your plan.
I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself.
Zach wrote this right in front of me. After I explained your situation to him.
I like a OMG.
I hate that one.
It's very 2008.
It is.
You do know that the confession is nothing but lies.
Yes, it's my opinion that Zach Gramery killed no one.
Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination.
Yes.
You received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, and the other who remains is guilty.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes.
So he vanished to protect me, his partner. A stirring tale, 'tis true.
Did you shoot Magnifique Gramery in the forehead?
If I had and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There's nothing left for me now. It is true, after all.
You did do it!
I have little talent. I needed my mentor, Magnifique's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed hold of me.
I knew it. So Valent Gramery did kill the great Magnifique.
So sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor.
What the fuck? What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple. Was there?
Another disciple, such as...
I don't know. Knack and Talent Gramery, maybe?
Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valent received those threatening letters. But there was another.
Gary Gramery, shortened to Dick Gramery.
One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now.
If it wasn't Zack or Valent who shot Magnifique, then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait, the only other person at the scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the scene.
At the scene.
Yeah. At the scene. Who else was there?
Who else was there? Magnifique? Magnifique was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sure was.
Shoot himself?
I don't know.
Yes. The great Magnifique Gramery himself.
What the fuck, dude?
He fucking shot himself.
He set us up the bomb!
He set us up the bomb.
So Magnifique Gramery committed suicide?
You find it hard to believe.
To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility.
When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him. But when I turned and made my leave to the room, the old man called out to me.
So you spoke with Magnifique Gramery?
Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnifique transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zach Gramery, not me.
I see. Then I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it.
You owe me no apology.
Huh?
My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder.
What? Your crime? Is Valent Gramery confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder?
I
Okay.
can't believe the wizard did not do a murder.
The wizard didn't do a murder.
You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnafi's plan.
He wanted to die by one of your hands.
Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. A little demon whispering inside my heart.
The demon. The devil!
Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnafi. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime.
What?
That night, I prepared something before going to Magnafi's hospital room.
Which was...
IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan.
But you didn't shoot him.
I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnafi called me back.
Sorry, Malin. Giving my magic to Zach, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can.
I left the room. And then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot.
Magnific Grammary killing himself.
That must have been so awkward. Like, how do you shoot yourself in the forehead with a pistol?
Yeah, that's something that I was wondering about.
Yeah,
like,
no
there will
kidding.
be like scorch marks for shooting like at point
From
blank like
distance, You might have like gunpowder on your hand. Like this, this doesn't make sense.
that. Yeah, none of like the events that led to Phoenix's disbarment would have happened if there were just some scorch marks on his
Then
forehead.
again, Dick was working as a police officer at this time, so
Oh.
it makes sense that they
Yeah.
might miss these important things.
Yeah, and you didn't get the chance to investigate the crime scene either.
Yeah. Mina?
Sorry, I thought you were still talking.
Oh.
Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zach killed him. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours.
Ooh.
I altered the scene of the crime. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe and the IV liquid that I brought.
Oh, okay, this explains it then.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnifi died and you framed Zach for his murder.
As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than what I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it even be believed, truly?
I believe you. That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but
Yes.
I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valance. Thank you.
It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision.
You going to turn yourself in?
My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic.
You had friends?
He has friends.
I had enough of a vanishing act. Yeah, his act disappeared.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I understand.
I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zach Grammary was alive.
Well, not anymore.
And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived?
What do you mean?
You see, now that I think about it, I realize that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body.
Her?
Blind races and the mouth flaps on, my apologies. Forget this matter. I can only hope the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zach Grammary. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I am glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you.
Zach and Valent meet in hell, and Zach's like, "Hey, what's up? What took you so long, dude?"
Her Zach Gramarye, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do was to push back the darkness for good, and it would involve paying that man a visit. That man!
That man! It's that man!
Why are his psyche locks weird?
Guess we'll find out.
Okay, what?
Or not. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied.
I see. Do you know when he'll be finished?
Well...
Could you go find out?
Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment.
I will do exactly this. My apologies to the guard, but there's something I need to see. Hell yeah, let's do crimes!
Let's do it.
There it is, the yellow envelope. And the sender is Drew Misham. I was right. No!
See, Luka, if you commit
Hello
crimes
again,
against a
Chance.
criminal, that's double jeopardy. You're fine.
Yeah, oh yeah, it cancels out, right?
Yeah,
Goodbye,
exactly.
Chance.
If this is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote, then there's something I need to do. Oh my god, it has the same stamp.
It has the stamp.
The last thing I need to do, in fact.
Blazing Springs, California.
Here goes.
Look at that a pseudonym on there.
No, wait,
David Chrysler.
David Chrysler?
You still kept the Chris.
Ugh. Let's see if this atroquinine spray finds anything. No shit. Oh, I have to click it. So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. There was this stamp, all right, no mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. The interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write later with a report. What?
He got her charmed.
What does this mean? Gotcha. Finally, decisive evidence. Oh, hey, Christoph. Mina?
Sorry, I took a really big drink of water.
I thought
he was gonna say more.
Don't you?
Was this a burglar in jail?
Hey, man, what's up? Gavin!
I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right?
Gavin, there's something I have to ask you.
Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss.
Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin?
There are no known survivors of atroquinine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope.
Okay, I'll be leaving now then.
Right. Wait.
Yeah, Gavin?
Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private.
Shit.
He was just taking it. He was just taking it and not saying anything about it, like he wouldn't find out.
Fuck. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it.
Many thanks.
Oh,
And
computer!
that's the end. Computers.
What do you mean that's the end? He had psyche locks! Wait, what?
Camera.
Oh my
The
God,
He had
it's
a
a
camera
camera?
on his pin. He had a camera on the pin on his hat.
That's so stupid. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Wait, so did he start dressing like this immediately after he got his badge revoked?
Yep.
Maybe.
Right away.
So he's had a camera in his hat for 7 years. How does he have the hard drive space for that?
Probably just like.
I mean, he didn't
probably only
record everything.
Yeah, he probably only turns it on for important meetings.
Okay, that's fair. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. I like it. He looks so serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's dead serious.
we get one more break and then we're gonna finish this.
Yeah, let's
So
bash
yeah,
this out.
that's the end of that investigation. The black psyche locks that Kristoff has are one of the great unsolved mysteries of the series to this day.
Oh. All right. Well, no, Phoenix, don't welcome me to court. We're not doing it yet. Okay. One more break. We'll be back. Y'all sit tight.
Yeah, this is a very short trial, so we'll get this done in no time.
We're gonna finish this game
Yeah,
today.
we'll definitely get this done.